I will be glad and rejoice in your unfailing love, for you have seen my troubles, and you care about the anguish of my soul. Psalm chapter 31, verse 7. Peter was sitting on a bench at the corner of the street looking down at the ground, and he began to cry. He was going through one of the most challenging times in his life, and he didn't know what to do. His wife had left him for another man, and she had taken his only son, Peter Jr., with her. He had also been fired from his job for failing a random drug test. And on top of all that, he had recently been diagnosed with ED, a difficult illness that affects many men of all ages each year. And it changed his life because he felt like, as a man, that he was unable to provide satisfaction for his wife or provide for his family financially. He tried to stop crying for a second, and he said to himself, "What am I supposed to do now? Maybe I should just pray," he said. "I pray because I don't know what else to do." So he prayed. He prayed, "Dear God, I don't know what to do. I've lost almost everything in my life. Don't you see my hardship?" No pun intended. "Don't you care about my suffering?" He then put his face into his hands and began to cry again. But then a spirit of holiness covered him. He could barely see his hands. "What's going on?" he said to himself. Then a spiritual voice replied to him in that moment, in his heart, in his mind, and in his soul. And it said, "I know you are suffering, and I know your hardships, but you don't have to worry. Seek me, and you will find all that you're looking for." As the Spirit embraced him, Peter found himself sitting on the bench, convinced with no doubt in his mind that he had just heard from and been embraced by God. So Peter made it his mission to seek God. He started reading the Bible. He started to pray every day, and he started to go to church and Sunday school. God's words, especially his promises, seemed to resonate with Peter. And with time, Peter realized that he was seeking the wrong things in his life. He needed to put God first to find true happiness and contentment. With his newly found faith, his wife and Peter Jr. eventually returned to him, and his wife seemed to have a change of heart. Peter found a new job better than his previous one. Then they got a new home, and he learned that his illness could be easily managed with simple ED medicines like Viagra or Cialis. God was restoring his life, and he was a new person because of God's faithfulness. This story can be an inspiration to us all, because we all go through trials, some big, some small, some hard, and others might not be as hard, but regardless, God is always with us. He allows things to happen so that we might draw closer to him and closer to each other. No matter what you're going through in life, simply don't give up and persevere in your faith. And in time, you will find peace and contentment. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. I'm Reverend Said. Please join me for daily prayer, Bible study, and spiritual inspiration. And if you ain't did it already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment on any video on this channel. And until the next time, y'all stay blessed.